Hello friends and welcome back for another episode of Indie Impressions. My name is Nick and today I'm very excited to be able to bring you some coverage of a game I've been following on and off for probably about 2 years now. This is going to be the early access, early alpha build of something called Catacomb Kids by developer 4-Bit Friday. I've been thinking of this one as sort of like a fantasy-oriented Spelunky, and essentially what it comes down to is going to be a procedurally generated action platformer RPG roguelike game. And I know that's a lot of tags and a lot of different directions that you could go in with that, but bear with me. I'm going to do my best to show this off as best as possible, but also keep in mind I'm not going to be fantastic at this. I've only played about 3 runs of it so far, and it is rather difficult. And honestly, you should definitely check out the trailer for this one too, because it really shows off the level of tactics and strategy involved to have successful runs. So, why don't we get right into things. I'm going to check out the options menu real quick here. We've got screen, various screen scaling, and I set the brightness way up for the sake of YouTube. I know it tends to make things rather dark. Sound, we've got SFX and music on their own separate sliders, so that's always nice. Controls are completely mappable any way you like. I'm going to be using my 360 control pad, and in fact, we're going to go through the tutorial for this, just so we can kind of go over the controls as we go, because they're actually a little bit on the complex side, which hopefully as we get further into things will become more endearing than it is prohibitive at the moment. The data button, by the way, just clears out your data, so nothing going on there. Extra doesn't have anything implemented yet. Versus, well, it does have stuff, but I don't have anyone to play with, so we're just going to be playing a new game by ourselves. It says, I have not seen you before, would you like a tutorial? Absolutely, Catacomb Kids, let's go over this stuff. Alright, so we spawn into a dark dungeon, as is so often the case in video games, and we're going to do a little bit of exploring and seeing what our character can do for us. So, another unfortunate soul. Well, I may as well show you the ropes. Maybe you'll fare better than I did. So this is the ghost that we'll be following after. There's a little bit of like a Dark Souls meets Adventure Time kind of feeling to this. B opens our door, down plus left trigger to drop through wooden bridges, or I think you can also, I think it said you can double tap things there as well. It's fine. We'll play with all the different controls eventually. Switches can control many things. Let's tap on that one. And we've also got a rock here, which we can pick up and throw across the way. Since I have done a couple of runs of this, I do have at least a slight idea of what I'm doing with regard to some of these controls. But the first time through these took a couple of tries for some of these to work out. Spikes are only dangerous if you land on them, so very much like Spelunky, we can walk right past, toss that rock if we so choose, and then climb up here. We can do a double tap on the D-pad to get a run up, and of course I missed the jump, but since it's just a tutorial, don't have to worry too much, and I'll just go ahead and miss it again. How about we actually jump properly? There we go. Alright, very good. So we've got a door with a lock on it over here on the left, and over here we've got some sort of awful-looking scythe device, very Sen's Fortress, and we're going to hold left trigger and roll like, not like that. Kind of like that. Well, I got over there, but I'm missing a leg, as you can see. That'll grow back because we're in a tutorial. So we can press and hold B. That will interact with this chest. We can then shake that chest around, knock a key out of it, as well as a little bit of gold. And we should be able to make it back over here and then use that key on the door. So we're just going to hold B on that. So this is one of the rather tricky ones that I thought. Basically what we need to do is roll out of this alcove, and then while holding the down button, we also need to high jump out of there. So see if I can... No, didn't quite pull that one off. You gotta basically be tapping down and A at the same time, which, there we go. Took a couple of tries. Watch out for traps. Of course, I'll just walk right into that one, because I'm terrible. And we need to get another key for this one, so now we're actually doing a little bit of puzzle solving here. Being that all of the dungeons are procedurally generated, oh god. Yeah, I've just killed myself in a number of different ways. Generally, we're going to find ourselves in all kinds of different problems that will crop up unexpectedly. So very much like Spelunky, you have to get a pretty good sense of what's going on from moment to moment and be able to look for cues about traps and how to avoid them. But really, I think the best part of this game and where it becomes emergent and interesting is when you come up with some creative ways to solve problems. And if we're lucky, I'll be able to show off some of that stuff. For example, being able to grab a bit of slime and stick it to a wall and then use that as a handhold to climb up a non-traversable surface is an example of a thing that it really feels good to be able to execute. Or using that same slime to throw it in the face of one of the ogres that are chasing you, or using a trap to kill a bunch of things that are chasing you as well. There's all kinds of different options. So we've got a level up here. We can choose our max attack power, defense reduction, or, well, damage reduction, rather. Attack speed, movement speed, magic spells, which we'll use one of those in just a moment, and crit chance on luck. just going to go with strength because that's what we do. And now we can choose one of two options here, heavy lifting or focus strike. Heavy lifting allows us to build or grab big boulders and throw them and not be burdened by heavy items, which I'm not sure what exactly those are yet, but hopefully we'll run into one. And focus strike, which is essentially just going to allow us to charge up and do a bit more damage than normal. I'm going to go with heavy lifting in case it comes in handy. I don't know if it will, we'll see. And I need to get down here by dropping through this wooden platform, please. Thank you. Alright, so you can find an interactable thing in the environment marked with up, press, and hold up to use it. Okay, so we can talk to this little ghost sword character. Who are you? Tell me about stats. Let's talk about equipment. How do I use magic? Tell me about leveling. I get the idea. I mean, this stuff will all kind of come in time. So let's see if we can tap that. That lifts up the key we're after. And now if I can just get that roll high jump, which I did, now we should be safe to go over here. And, well, okay, or I'll just botch the jump again. Thankfully for you guys, I'm getting the hang of this move. So let's pop this sucker open. We'll grab a spell book. We've got the fire and ice spell now in our inventory, which we can then go down to the tomes area and equip one or the other. We can get Flame Wave or Frostbolt or Cold Burst. I'm just going to go with Flame Wave. Seems like the right way to go for me because I know what we're going to use it for. So once we've learned a spell, we can cast it with left bumper or right bumper, burn down the barricade, or freeze the water, proceed. So we actually have options. There we go. So we'll throw our heat wave across the way, let that take care of the barricade, and then as soon as that way is open, we're just going to kind of hop across. I don't know if that's a dangerous fish there, but, you know, probably shouldn't taunt it, really. We can stomp. Let's do some stomping. Oh, did I miss? How do I actually stomp? Did I miss how to do that? Well, whatever. I don't need to fight you anyway. We'll figure that out later, I guess. Alright, so now we've got another situation. We've got to get up to this lever. In order to get to the lever, we need to see what's in this chest. And what's in this chest is some boost shoes, which are going to allow me to do that high jump move, essentially. So we're going to be able to get up to this lever, hopefully knock down that key, grab that sucker. Oh, grab it. Thank you. And use it on there. So I know this looks like a lot of operations. I think a lot of this stuff will come in time, and you'll become rather proficient and facile, hopefully, with all the various ways you need to manipulate your character. That's combat, by the way. It's a little bit Terraria-esque. May or may not be a good or bad thing, depending on your outlook on things. Large items like chests and corpses. I missed what you said. Are you going to tell me again? No. Alright, whatever. Well, we can pick up and move corpses. And just the way it lies forward, I find the exit on every floor, hold up to advance. So, again, very Spelunky-like in that respect, too. So we go out, and that brings us to the title screen again. Now we can actually choose a class and a character. Looks like there's a lot of things available here. Unfortunately, being that it's an alpha, we only can choose from either the bully or the poet. Basically the melee or the spellcaster oriented of the two. So they get a plus to strength, these guys get a plus to magic. And we can actually choose a character within that subcategory. And they all have their own settings. So good with daggers, likes daggers, poised, and sneaky. So that one only gets 2 HP and 2 magic bolts. I guess that's what that is. Probably MP. Yeah, it's a magic at the bottom there. Looks like what it says anyway. And it shows their build for both stat points and also their equipment. Over here we've got a character with 4 magical armor, good with spears, breath holder, and loud. So a little bit of a rogue legacy type thing going on here. We're choosing what we choose out of these groupings. I wonder if these are different every time. They very well may be. Magical armor, defensive, good with swords. Glowing cuirass, rapier, tower shield, legs with shoes. Clumsy, I don't know what clumsy means. Good with axes, poised, loud, messy eater. Good breastplate, bearded axe, lantern. So many options. I'm going to go with the one with the shield just to see if that helps us out. Alright, we're descending into the catacombs, and this is our first proper run. I've actually, like I said, played a couple of runs in this so far. None of them have been particularly successful. I've only been able to live for a few minutes. Okay, please. Oh god, I've already screwed up the controls. I have trouble with these ladders for some reason. I just want to fall and grab that edge. So we've got a pale potion. I don't know what that does. Darkness envelops me. Identify... Oh, the text keeps disappearing before I get a chance to see what's really going on. That's probably a problem. Maybe need a little longer to read to take things in. So I'm going to try and move slowly and deliberately, and if I encounter anything I don't understand, I'm going to try not to fight it until I know I have to. I just shattered that poor rat into about 100 pieces, and my character's almost dead. So this could be the whole run. I've already basically stepped on a trap and almost killed myself. Let's try and make my way down this way. Maybe there's going to be some kind of a potion or something I can use. Alright, I see a spell book. I want it, but I don't have a lot to bargain with here. Can we jump on your head? Alright, what are you going to do about it? You don't know where I am. You don't know me. Oh, apparently you've got a little bit of dodge skill, maybe. Are you going to come out? Jump on your head again. I'll do it. Alright. Exploit the AI. 3. Oh, I went for the kill. It didn't happen. That was our first run. Pathetic. Completely pathetic. So it just gives you a little recap of what your abilities were. And now I get kicked back out of the title screen again. So let's do it again. So magical weapon, like swords, bad swimmer. So these are actually different, aren't they? Do I always get one with a shield here? Maybe not. Magical armor, magical weapon, poise. This seems like an all-around very good character. Chainmail of empathy. That's exactly what we need, is more empathy in this world. So let's see if we get presented with possibly a slightly less silly starting scenario. Honestly, that was entirely my own fault for stepping on that switch. I would have definitely been able to kill that ogre. Oh god. I threw the book. I didn't mean to do that, and it... Alright, so bad move number 2. When you have a tome, you have to hold it and then read it to actually take the ability out of it. I didn't do that. So essentially I just wasted it by throwing it into that torch there. And somehow I've got to trigger this trap to go off without it being me that triggers it. Maybe we could throw some debris here. Can we throw... No, I can't pick up any of those, huh? How about this mushroom? Maybe I could just grab the mushroom and not get poisoned. Okay, picked it up. Throw it. Now go over top. Oh god. There's so many traps, and now I'm stuck in this spot. I have to hope that I can get down and out before this thing falls on me. Okay, so it is actually triggered by actually landing on the ground. Can we do Spelunky style look down? Oh, my torch went out. Alright, that's why I had a little bit more light than normal. I didn't even notice that at first. Oh, we've got another torch here. Can I take this with me? No, you can't take it with you. What did I just do? Spent torch, drop. Oh, I've got 2 slots in my inventory. Okay. Sorry, I'm still rather new to this. Trying to get acclimated. What are you? Are you bats? Are you gonna get me? Pretty sure that's a bat, yeah. Alright, come on, batty. Nope, watch out for charges. I have very, very short range, so I've got to be very careful about how I approach something like that. Looks like a field of death and misery going on down there, so I'm gonna see if I can come back with some kind of spell, maybe. Or something that can make me a little bit more able to cope. Because right now... Oh, God! Yeah, I figured that would go right through that wood. Maybe I can sever the chain? Oh, we can stick it to the ground. See, this is what I was talking about with the examples of kind of interesting predicaments that you can find yourself in. So now if I wanted to, I could basically just... Oh, alright, eventually that stops being useful. I didn't realize. I was thinking I could basically just, like, ride it, use it as a platform and go up. Yeah, this is not where we want to be right now. Oh, what have I done? I've discovered a teleporter, and now we've got a level. Well... I would really like some health if possible. Damage reduction seems like a good idea. Let's get +1 to defense. Dire block or extra tough. Reduces damage from traps, fire, and electricity. Attack just before being hit to do a strong parry. That seems good once I get my handle on the timing involved. So I'm going to go extra tough right now just because I have a feeling I'm very likely to die to a trap. And this is a bad spot because I actually can't see what's below me right now. Okay. You never really want to fall, if you can help it. I don't even want to attack this enemy. Let's just go down here quietly and see what's in this chest. Decorated Cuirass, +1 to intelligence. You know what? I think mine is fine. I'd rather keep the strength. And let's leave the first floor. So you might notice I've been very, sort of lax on the whole critique of this, because so far... I'm really into it. There's very little that I feel needs to be critiqued. It feels like it's very much going in the right direction for ambience, in terms of playability. Pretty much everything feels right so far. I mean, I maybe would like it to be a little bit larger in general, just because it can be a little tough to see what's going on at times, but it's just kind of how this game works, and it's kind of its own style, and to change that would probably compromise the general vision of what's going on here. Yep, just want to knock that bat straight into the flamey abyss. Just pick up this ball of slime and see if I can throw it at anything useful. Oh god, there's traps. So many traps. That was really bad. I'm almost dead already. So little in the way of HP. Oh god. I knew that was what was going to happen as soon as I fell down there. What a waste. Deceased telepath. But I'm seeing the long-term potential for a game like this, and I'm seeing that this is something I'm going to end up playing probably a ton, because I really do want to get better at this. Oh, I think this character might... Oh, no, it's got a lot of reds to cancel out how much health it has. Smooth chainmail, buzzing stick, sandals, sneaky bad swimmer, messy eater. Sure, let's try one more run. But in general, I was comparing this in my head quite a bit to Vagante, another game that has a similar approach in terms of this execution. I feel like this one's maybe a little bit more straightforward, and honestly a little larger as well. And one of my same criticisms was that I felt like Vagante was a little bit too small in terms of the pixel art too. This one feels like it's nice. It feels like I can at least wrap my mind around what I'm looking at most of the time. My god, I've got to stop stepping on those freaking buttons. So I got a regenerate potion. That means I have a chance at staying alive. Just probably watch where the traps are going to be. That knocked me down. Just maybe get rid of these, because I don't know what they're actually going to do to me. Okay, I like this buzzing stick. I feel like I might have a chance with this if I get into a tussle. Crimson potion, what does that do? Frozen. I don't know if this is sort of an Isaac situation where every time I pick up the potions they're going to be a different thing. Seems like that might be the case, though. Alright, please. Wake up. What? I don't know what's happening. I should really use roll more often also. My healing stopped, my torch went out. I hope I can find a character that has the ability to light the way more frequently. Can I see down? No, I really can't. Oh, purple. Get out. You can have that slime ball. I don't need it. Oh, level up. It's weird to just find those kind of arbitrarily sitting around in places. We'll go for Focus Strike this time, just to show you what that looks like. Basically charges up the end of my stick, and then we just give it a prod right there. Should be able to use this across this gap, actually, quite effectively. Or maybe not. Oh, 5 damage. That's actually a ton. Oh, he's pissed. I got the range on you, though, bro. I got range. Zapped. Suck it. Alright, fantastic. Just toss the corpse out of the way and hope that there's not traps. I don't know if this rat's actually dangerous. Maybe I should just avoid it. What are you? Dark Arts. What have I learned? Alright, let's take a look. Go into our tome area. Shadow Cloak. Legends are told of the great assassin Hasaj Jin, who used this spell to disguise himself as a shadow on the wall, vanishing in the shadows for a few seconds. So I guess if I'm being attacked, I might be able to escape that way. It was thought that the vampiric powers were biologically derived, but recent findings show them to be instinctual magic spells, so vampirism, restore health by attacking foes. Probably going to want that. Plague, the vile spell is a recent innovation in magic, but its use has already been prohibited by 4 of the 9 nations. This is such a freaking deep game. There's so many options here. Raise Dead, this fearsome spell can return the dead to an agonizing unlife. Its instructions can only be transcribed with blood. Raise a humanoid corpse to follow you. All very interesting. I'm going to go for vampirism. Did I also have a second tome here? I see the one. Do I get to pick 2 of these? Oh, wow. That is the case. Alright, so I can take a plague with me as well. How do I actually use the plague? Oh, it's on right bumper. Okay, I get it. Vampirism on left and plague on the right. Oh god. What are there? It did a little flip and then I just turned it into Gibbs. Okay, let's get out of here. I know the door was down and to the right. Let's just watch for traps. There are a lot of traps, my goodness. Okay, you've been zapped and turned into bits. Watch out for glowing mushrooms. I don't know, it might shoot poison at me. Wouldn't surprise me at all if it did. Bat! Get dead! Oh, it hit me. Alright, it's okay. I still got a few hit points left. Let's jump down. Watch out for buttons on the floor. Can I attack through doors? Oh, I can smash the door open. That's actually a really nice, handy bit of tactic to use. Any buttons on the floor? No. What about this? Did I see what this was? Pink potion. Drink it. You identify the health potion. Oh, okay, so I've just filled up my health. Can I put the slime in a jar? That was a thing I thought I could do, actually. Empty bottle. Yeah, hold B, bottle, ball of slime. So I can take this with me, put it in a jar, and I don't know what I would use that for, but I can. Good to know. And I can swap out to my spent torch that I don't actually need for any reason at all. Where is the door now? I think I've gotten myself a little bit lost here. I thought it was right next to me. Well, I haven't explored the bottom right middle, so let's go to that area. Watching for traps. This is a good spot to put a trap, I think. Can I climb up unnoticed? Yes. Stab! Oh, smash it! Yeah! Alright, that was satisfying. Get out of there. No more bats. And we're safe. Alright, magical buzzing stick might be one of the best weapons that I've found so far. Oh, and here I go rushing again. This is all the way back to freaking Spelunky days, where I had to pay attention to every single thing and my mind could not wander. It's the worst trying to commentate over games like this sometimes, because you can't lose your attention. And as soon as you do, you are unceremoniously killed. And nobody's gonna be madder than the people watching, I'm sure. Alright, get rid of that. I was hoping to show you some more, like, emergent moments in the gameplay, but I'm sure they'll come up eventually. Oh god, what's going on in this room? This looks like a dangerous place to live. Can I trap these with this? Maybe I should use the miasma spell, huh? Let's see if I can pop this. Oh, the plague! Get wrecked, orcs! That one's up there looking all sad. I managed to use that correctly even though I didn't know what I was doing. That was quite lucky, actually. Are you really gonna still be alive? You are a tough orc, my goodness. Now I need to remember, how do I roll again? Oh yeah, like that. So let's just, like, go right over all of that stuff. Is there anything useful? A torch might be nice. I can't see what I'm picking up. Okay, there we go. Do I want to fight this dude over here? Is there any reason? Now I'm just looking for trouble. I could use another miasma spell. Seemed to work pretty well last time. Yeah. Get poisoned. Sucks to be you. Alright, fancy chest. Oh, it's got a big old polearm. Why am I poisoned? Did I walk into my own poison? Am I gonna die to my own poison? Okay. The last of the poison, what did it say? Racks my body? Okay, was this... Oh, strength down, speed up. So this is faster even... Oh, okay, it can attack very quickly. What does a desk do? Nothing. Oh, I really don't like how little health I have. The ball of slime's not gonna help me. Vampirism. How can I use vampirism to get out of this situation more not deadly? It's not a way you say that. Seriously, though. I need to use vampirism on something. Oh, God, poison. Okay, I don't know what's gonna kill me here. I'm really on edge. I really don't want to go down there at all. Probably throwing a torch down there would have been ideal. Just to be able to see. Because I don't know how deep that pit is. Really don't want to mess with this either. I'm going to have to encounter something eventually. Also, this thing's going to turn around. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Okay, it's just going to trace all the walls, I guess. That's fine. Get zapped. Is this safe? This looks surprisingly safe. Oh, I don't trust those mushrooms, though. Up, 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 and away! Oh, we made it to another level! Okay, this is by far my longest run. You should at least get, like, an HP back for going to the next floor or something. Well, I guess you gotta find Monty for that, right? Let's find an orc, and let's suck all the life out of it. If we could. Oh, not bats, that's not what I said at all. Also, you've gotta see the trailer for the freaking bosses, because they're absolutely wild. Seriously, I don't know how vampirism works, so I'm just gonna... Your thirst for blood... Alright. I used vampirism, I don't know what I was doing. It didn't work. Whatever I did, it didn't work. I think I needed to be standing next to it or something. This is all experience, though. Every time we play the game, we're gonna get a little bit better and learn a little bit more. And what does it want me to do here? It's telling me about points. Oh, it's just showing me stuff. Yeah, no, I know what I had. It's all good. Alright, that was Catacomb, kids. This is a game that I'm very excited to play a lot more of. I have a feeling I'm going to be streaming this quite a bit, perhaps maybe even doing a Let's Play series. I hope that you guys are into watching some more of this, because I think I have a long way to go and I want to learn. I want to absorb the knowledge, and I want to get better. And I want to not have runs that last 35 seconds, because that's very annoying and disappointing for everyone involved. So anyway, keep your eyes open for this one. You should definitely go check it out yourself. You can actually buy it right now. It's on early access on Steam for $15.99. I know that sounds a little expensive, but I feel like this game has a lot of potential long-term, so I have a feeling as it gets added to more and more, that price is going to become more and more attractive as well. Seeing as there's all of these options that haven't even been implemented yet, there's all these classes and combinations, I have a feeling there'll be more in terms of meat to the end of the game. I don't even know how long this game is, so, you know, what the structure even is something we'll find out as we go as well. So I'm looking forward to uncovering all of that and playing a lot more Catacomb Kids. Really happy to finally be able to check this out. And I don't feel disappointed in the least, which is a thing that seems to happen so often in the world of AAA games, yet indie games, so often they just keep coming up and doing good stuff. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching. As always, if you enjoyed the episode, make sure you leave a like on the video. It helps me out a whole bunch. Be sure to come back again tomorrow as well. If you're interested in finding out a new artistic, original, or unique indie game every single day, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I will be back to show you another one tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a fantastic night. Talk to you all later.